Here we are, very first broadcast. We are two brave men, aren't we, my friend?
It depends on what you mean by man.
Well, by man, I guess I just mean the ability to be a creature that perceives things.
If you mean a body on this piece of rock.
I'm going to, dare I say, a body on this piece of air.
I like it.
Yeah.
So why don't you explain to the truth finders out there what this is?
This is our manifesto.
This is what will be remembered.
This will be our legacy to seekers of the truth in the present time and also in the future time, and maybe the past time if they're in some sort of weird, like, RoboCop time warp thing.
That is all. Hey, don't talk about that. That's a touchy subject.
I'm sorry. I have a friend who was deeply disturbed by the movie RoboCop. We don't talk about that too much.
So we must establish who we are and what we will be called. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry to the audience. We have to come up with code names so that the powers that be don't figure out our actual identities, our legal identities.
Right. It's imperative. The identities that were given to us by society.
By the hospital, because I guess they really just decide that, right? The hospital.
But do you remember being born?
I might remember 2 seconds of when I was born, and I was just looking at like a white, bright light. That might be like all I can really remember.
See, but that could be anything, though.
Well, it could have been the moment I was born.
It's obviously aliens.
It might have also been alien abduction. I don't know. That's the thing.
Interdimensional beings.
Us as humans are willing to admit that we don't know.
That's all that matters. So, our code names. I must tell mine first before they triangulate my location, okay?
By all means, my friend, do so.
Okay, so I came upon this. The moment in school, I realized in school very young, is that the moment that we learn to read and write is the moment that we become soldiers. Okay? That's the moment that we can take a life without remorse. It's when we learn how to use letters to our advantage. Because that's pushed into our minds. That's the beginning of the brainwash. Okay?
Now, by take a life, do you mean by ending someone's breathing life? Or do you mean metaphysically?
That's a journey that you're going to have to find on your own, my friend.
All right, well, please go on.
Okay, so reading and writing is a weapon, basically, and cursive is a huge weapon. It's the greatest weapon that this earth has ever seen. You will agree with me, I'm sure.
I always thought that there was something more to cursive than just teaching us a more confusing way to write words.
It came from somewhere very dark. Let's just say that.
Uh-huh.
Which is why I'm using this code name, because it's extremely hard to write out in cursive. Okay.
All right.
So get your notepad out and don't write anything down, because you'll be utilizing the weapon.
Well, I'll write it down, but I'll just eat the note afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to be the sub-black salamander.
Sub-black salamander. Okay.
Sub-black salamander.
It's right here. I actually did write it down.
Well, you must dispose of that, and
I'm about to in a second, but I just keep tapping my pen on the word black.
Okay, look. I said cursive comes from a dark place, right?
Right.
In order to stop the weapon, you must become the weapon.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm the sub-black salamander.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, what certain groups of people would think of the word black in calling yourself the black something.
What are you saying? You saying you don't want me to to like use black crayons or something?
No, I'm just saying that using the
Is
word
this
black
a
to
racial
refer to
thing?
yourself as someone who is we're pretty sure you're not black.
Okay, but so you're making this a racial thing.
I'm not making a racial thing. You made a racial thing when you.
I did not make it a
think.
race. You
When you
took
didn't
it to the
think
race.
before. You didn't think when you didn't think.
I thought about this longer and harder than anybody's thought about anything ever. Okay, I use my tools given to me by nature and not the man to think of this.
All right. Well, do you want to hear mine?
I do.
All right, get this. I want to
Okay.
be deep, demon, dingo,
Wait a second.
a vicious creature, deep, demon, dingo.
So you want to be? Is it? I'm confused. You've already blown my mind sideways and out.
Right?
Are you going to be deep dingo or deep demon dingo?
I want to be deep, demon, dingo.
Why? Now, do I have to say dingo the way you say it?
Well, I just say it like that because like I want to establish how mysterious and dangerous the dingo is. You know what I'm saying?
So this is your version. If you were an animal, okay, which we are, but if you were an animal out in nature, right?
Uh-huh.
This is your version of a warning call.
The way I say dingo.
Yes, that's keeping the enemies at bay, right?
That's just telling them that I'm smarter than you. I'm more clever than you. You might have longer claws. You might have a better reach. But I know where your brainstem is, and I'll stab you in it with my claw.
Okay, but if they have a longer claws and better reach, then it might be kind of difficult. Is that like where the deep and demon thing comes into play?
You know what? I have a good idea. How about we just...
Because that's what's up?
I think we should just call each other by like single name things. Because I don't think the three name thing does good, because all we do is fucking naysay each other.
But see, it's really hard to write out like sub black salamander in cursive.
And I am too lazy to write out Deep Demon Dingo every time. So how about I'm just Dingo and you're just Salamander?
Okay. But as long as people know that I'm sub black salamander.
Well, we'll write it on, I guess, the web page.
Should we write? I mean, it's a tool to the enemy.
You know what? That is right. The enemy, the establishment, the schools, which are governed by the government, did teach us to write. So is that something that we should be wary of?
Possibly. I don't think we should ever write it out.
And what
I think
about the things that we've done with writing so far in our lives,
We need to make symbols.
like the Egyptians?
Yes.
We should have a symbol for that thing that happens when you're hanging out with a girl, but it's already been established that you're never ever gonna date her, so you just like hang out with her on a regular basis, and she never wants to fuck you ever. There should be a hieroglyph for that.
There should be, and I'm sure there might be. But how does that pertain to our code names?
Doesn't really.
It's just something that you need to address because it's the man, right? It's the man bringing us the untruth.
This bitch that at my work,
Yeah.
I've been talking. Salamander.
What's up, Dingo?
I've been talking to this girl for so long. And I asked her to the movies. I wanted to see if she wanted to see Man with the Iron Fist, but she said no.
Look, man. Look, Dingo. Dingo.
What?
Are you pulling yourself together?
I'm listening.
Do you have the shot that you need?
The what?
Look. You know what I'm talking about. Listen. When things get like that, you have to remember what is real and what is not, right?
I guess.
Look at her and tell me that she's real. Look at her right now and tell me that she's real.
Like, you want me to, like, look up her, like, picture on her Facebook?
No, I want you to look at her right now and tell me that she's real.
Okay, hold on. Let me just open my browser and get my Facebook out.
No. Look at her in the material world in front of you and tell
you want
me that
me to
she's
drive
real.
to her house?
So she's not there. So you're not looking at her right now. She's not real.
I can't. Okay, I have her picture up on Facebook. God damn, she dresses slutty sometimes.
Facebook does not happen in the real. Hold your hand out in front of you into the air, okay?
Well,
are you doing it?
Well, I can't really touch my laptop screen. I'll, like, smudge it.
Now, yeah, but hold your hand out to the air.
Well, how?
Okay, make a fist. Okay, first you need to breathe. Make a fist.
Do you want me to breathe into my? Okay, breathe into my fist.
No. Hold your hand out. Make a fist. What's in your hand? What is there?
My index finger.
That's what's real. Nothing else is real.
Shit.
She was never there.
She was just my finger the whole time.
Exactly. Never there, man. And that's what you need to watch out for. That's why we use code names.
God damn it, Salamander. This is why I love talking to you, bro. Because you always just, like, sort of seem to, like, just straighten my shit out.
Look, I've seen a lot of things that I wish I hadn't seen, and I'm sure things have seen me that wish they hadn't seen me. But look, when things get real, you have to try and see what's there and what isn't. And what isn't there is not real.
What isn't there is that bitch who friend-zoned me, and what is here is my finger. And that's
what's real.
I should utilize this finger.
Exactly.
This finger looks really good, bro.
Well, listen. The finger will always be real.
Smells good,
There
too.
will never be a moment when the finger is not real.
God, dude, look at this nail. It's a little dirty. I should really get around to cleaning something out of it.
Don't clean it. Don't unpurify it.
No?
No. That's how they get you. When you have to go and buy the products to do that. That's how they get your name. That's how they get your DNA, man.
That's right. I totally agree with you. Products. Recently, there was a product that tried to get the best of me.
Do tell.
The Hostess company. They're supposedly shutting down the Twinkies.
Yes.
Of course, those workers aren't going on strike forever. You know what happens with strikes?
What happens?
They get their jobs back 6 weeks later. So they made me buy 50 boxes of Twinkies. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have bought 50 boxes of Twinkies and hoarded them in my garage.
Let me get this straight. You thought the company was leaving reality, so you went and you got what you could of that company's material product, right?
Listen, brother, I bought 50 Twinkies. I bought 25 cases of Swiss cake rolls, which I'm pretty sure is actually made by Little Debbie and not Twinkie, but I just wanted to be safe.
Right.
I bought 5 cases of coffee cakes. I bought like 4 crates of Wonder Bread.
Yes.
And I have them in my garage right now, and I have a lot of baked goods.
And do you need it?
I guess. I don't know. What should I do with it?
Is it real? Is it in front of you right now?
Well, if I went out to my garage, it would be in my garage. And my cats have actually been clawing at some of the packaging, so I'm not even really sure I can resell them.
Listen. This is all a scheme. I don't want to get into the whole. Okay, I'm gonna make a quote. Okay, I think this will set everything straight.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
C.S. Lewis said this. Okay.
All right.
A man can no more diminish God's glory by refusing to worship Him than a lunatic can put the sun by scribbling the word darkness on the walls of his cell. Do you understand your path now?
Well, I gotta say, man, like that little thing you just said right there kind of just like made me feel a little bit more comfortable.
Look, the interdimensional beings have been doing it for years. Like, what's in front of you, what is real, is what's there. Everything is there and everything is not. Do you understand?
What you're saying right now, I don't really connect with on like an understanding level, but on the level of my muscles being relaxed more, I understand it.
Then that's what matters, because that's what's real, because it's there right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I am like 4 seconds away from just like jizzing my shorts.
Because of C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, that dude wrote himself a mean novel.
That's what's real.
This has been What's Real.
Thank you, everybody.
This is what's real. This is what's real.